Hey there. Do you know what this is? This is called the Wonder Woman. It's a power pose. And what's interesting about these power poses is, I'm not sure if you have seen the Amy Cuddy's TED Talk, but that TED Talk had a profound impact on my life. Even though there is scientific debate on the study methods that Amy Cuddy and her team used, I know from my personal experience that the stuff really works. Just to quickly sum up the experiments that they did, Amy Cuddy and her team, they had the hypothesis. I'm a Finn, I cannot pronounce every English word. They made an assumption that maybe because our minds and emotions have an impact on our body, so thinking negative thoughts and trying to feel all depressed makes your shoulders slouch and your posture go down. So maybe there is a reverse channel as well. So if you open up your posture, if you put on a smile, and if you do opening things with your body, maybe it might have an impact on your, internal emotional life as well. And that's what they started to experiment on. All right, I have a little bit of an ADHD, so I need to tell this story. Back at the times when I was studying at the university, I had a favorite TV show that I followed every Wednesday. It was the Ally McBeal. And there was this little guy, lawyer, with curly hair. And on one season, we saw him on the telly for several times with a pen in his mouth like this. Hey. Shh. So when someone asked him about the situation, why does he have a pen in his mouth? He said that he read a study somewhere that if you are able to fake a smile, even with a pen, it makes the awesome juice in your body, the hormonal balance tilt towards happiness a little bit. And that's why he did it. So basically, that's the same thing that Amy Cuddy and her team did on the study as well. They noticed a huge difference in the hormonal balance of the subjects. People who did the power posing before the stressful situation ended up in a situation where their assertiveness and the leadership and the confidence hormones had risen significantly. I can't recall the exact percentages, something like 20%. And at the same time, the stress hormones were down 15%. And it was a huge difference for the subjects who had tried their power posing. Wonder Woman is of course one. One of the power poses, it's only natural when human beings win. It actually works with monkeys too. If monkeys win or feel victorious, they start to dance like this, The stance of victory, this is a power pose, yeah? And all of the poses where you have a gentle smiling expression on your face, shoulders back, posture upright when you're breathing fully, and you stand tall. Those are the powerful poses that have a positive impact on the hormonal balance. And even though this might seem that it's a trick or a tip to appear more confident, but it actually is a hack so that you start to feel more confident as well. You only need to deploy it a few minutes at a time, and it's a huge difference. Guess what I'm doing in the toilet every time when I start to do recording sessions, or when I go on stage and talk? I do the power poses in the toilet. Your exercise is this. Every day for the week, you need to deploy the power pose the first thing in the morning. When you wake up, you walk to the toilet, you watch yourself in the mirror and do a 2-minute session of power posing. And if you have, play some powerful music as well. Smile to yourself in the mirror and just, wink a little bit. And here's the great one. This is what my son does a lot. He goes out of the door on the terrace and then he does this. And then he bows. Maybe I've thought him that. But anyways, you choose yours. And then you do the exercise first thing in the morning. And then during the day, if you feel stress building up, or if you feel anxious, or if you have a high stress situation coming up, go to the toilet and take 2 minutes of power posing and see what happens. Yet again, this is a small tweak, a small hack that only takes a few minutes of your time. But if you do this a few times a day and manage to create a habit of doing this every day over a course of 1 year, you will have done power poses that will, scientifically proven, tilt your hormonal balance towards happiness. You will have done the exercise over 1,000 times. And now comes the question that I always ask: can you afford not to use this tool and exercise to build your confidence from within?